Minute signal.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Play action. It's Palmer. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Finding time. Look at the time. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those dumb quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Get ready.
Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. He completes it to Nelson. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first.
Let's go.
They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. Man open left side is Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Palmer on first down. Fells has it left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
Play action. It's Palmer. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
I
roads.
certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
So they boot it through, and now we're all square after 2 quarters of play.
And what's that great term you taught me? They're level, right? They got back to level. Now they're going to go back in the locker room, regroup, and start over in the second half.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. Let's look back now at this closely contested first half. The Vikings had a great passing game going last week, but haven't put up the same type of numbers so far. The Cardinals have obviously played a role in that, as they've done what they've needed to in order to slow that part of the game down. All right, let's take a look at sticking with the same drive. Ellington's going to take it up the middle, and now they cap off the drive with a score. They strike first in the half. 3rd and long. The hurry throw would be picked off. Munnerlin's in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball. Later on the drive, they stall out and settle for a field goal. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Rudolph. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Vikings a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They come up in an offset eye. First down, here's a run with Peterson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
And incomplete here on 3rd down.
and he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Now it's Peterson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Cards are going to have a 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Palmer to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd. A 2nd and 7. They come out here in the eye. Another part of this Cardinal rotation. This is Chris Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And able to find John Brown. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A fake to Johnson. Now it's Palmer. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback. A really nice target.
Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Palmer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Now Palmer. This will be caught at about the 6. It'll be a gain of 9, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had the pass block.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Pulled in at the 24. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. A beautiful fake. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Arizona first down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Palmer will throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That coach is always harped on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Vikings in to reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Pro Bowler, Calais Campbell, in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. The left side caught by Diggs. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So similar to last week, same story here. The numbers, and occasionally I'm watching.
Receiver playing tight end, give him that opportunity.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute,
such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offensive coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
Saw a touchdown. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally, and his offensive line has really started to play well. And the best offensive line coaches I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax. You don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can, but if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Palmer apparently wants to throw it, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
To throw is Palmer. In middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Palmer to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now it's Palmer. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Chad Greenway, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Because of Patrick Peterson, I don't think that there's a skill position he can't play. How about his hands? That interception just sealed a victory for his team.
Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cards, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.